What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, there's wild reports coming out, and people are asking me about this, and I've reached out to multiple people, and they said that there is demands being made, but they don't know about this demand particularly being one of the demands being made for the mega super fight that's coming up in September between two first ballot Hall of Famers, the pound for pound king, 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and reigning WBA junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer Terrence Bud Crawford, and 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, and 2-time undisputed super middleweight world champion as the reigning undisputed super middleweight champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez. They're going to fight September 12th, September 13th, who knows, right? His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has not truly settled on a date, but it'll be one of those dates in Las Vegas, Nevada, more than likely at Allegiant Stadium. With that said, there is reports that Canelo Alvarez, who has 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout, is demanding a small ring. He wants the smallest ring possible, according to reports. Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to allow the 41-0, no loss and no draws, 31 win by way of knockout, Terrence Bud Crawford, to be able to move around the ring, right? As we saw in Canelo's last fight with William Skull that took place May 3rd, Canelo still has issues, major issues, cutting off the ring, right? And because of that, we know Terrence Crawford's versatility. Now, as of late, Terrence Crawford hasn't used it, but we know it exists. And more importantly, Canelo Alvarez, he knows the ability for Terrence Crawford to move and be on his toes. It exists. I don't know, after I watched the fight with William Skull, if Terrence Crawford even needs it, right? Obviously, he can't just be stationary target because he is coming up in weight. But I think he's going to be the bigger, stronger guy. And I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by that, right? He's 5'8", 5'8.5". Canelo's 5'7". Crawford has a 74-inch arm reach. Canelo has a 70-inch arm reach. So Crawford has a 4-inch arm reach advantage over Canelo Alvarez, and he's slightly taller. More importantly, he is more versatile. He can switch from southpaw to orthodox. He can box on his toes. He can stand in the pocket. He can fight in mid-range. He can fight on the outside. He could counterpunch better than Canelo Alvarez. He has a better jab than Canelo Alvarez, right? And I think their ring IQ is about the same. Canelo Alvarez physically is less gifted than Terrence Crawford. So it would behoove Canelo Alvarez to ask for a smaller ring. You seen William Skull moving the ring around the ring. He couldn't cut the ring off. When he fought Erislandy Lara, he couldn't cut the ring off. And remember, Canelo Alvarez made this statement. He stated that initially when people brought up the idea of him fighting Terrence Crawford, he didn't like the idea because Terrence Crawford moves too much and he don't like to fight movers. Then he stated that, but after he witnessed Terrence Crawford fight with Israel Madrimov August 3rd, that he didn't mind the fight and he welcomed the fight at that point in time because Canelo Alvarez realized and stated that Terrence Crawford was more stationary in that fight against Israel Madrimov. Now, I think he's misjudging it because, yes, Terrence Crawford was more stationary against Israel Madrimov, but a lot of that was due in part to the fact that Madrimov was very herky-jerky, right? Just moving around the ring a lot. He was very herky-jerky, very unpredictable, right? So it benefits Canelo, but I think that Canelo is misjudging. Madrimov was doing a lot of this, a lot of feints, a lot of movement, right? uncharacteristically, right? He was doing a bunch of moving, a bunch of feinting, just trying to get Terrence Crawford, timing, right? To throw Terrence Crawford timing off. Terrence Crawford has great timing. Canelo has great timing. Canelo's a great counterpuncher, but Crawford is a better counterpuncher. And so if he shrink the ring size, it lessens the real estate that he has to try to find Terrence Crawford. That makes sense. Now, I asked people if this is the case, and they could not confirm nor deny this to be the case. But this is the reports and this is the rumors. And they said that obviously Canelo was making demands for the fight, obviously as the A side. But that would be a smart move on him, right? Why wouldn't he? That would be a smart move for him to demand that the ring is small. Lessen the real estate that Terrence Crawford has. That's not a shocker either. It's not surprising. So let's see how this unfolds and pays out. I still think with a small ring, Terrence Crawford reflexes. Now, Father Time could tap him on the shoulder. He'll be 38 2 weeks after the fight. So, and he's inactive. He's fought once a year since, I think, 2020. So he hasn't been that very active. So Father Time could tap him on the shoulder. But I personally think that even with a smaller ring, Terrence Crawford still beats him. I just think his ability to counterpunch, I think the power and the strength that Terrence Crawford is going to display is going to surprise Canelo, and it's going to slow Canelo Alvarez's output down, right? I think it's going to slow his work rate down, slow his output down, and make him more cautious, that thus allowing Terrence Crawford to pick him apart and fight a slow fight. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.